There you are. Okay, please bear with me for one moment while I just make sure that I am connected in all the places that I need to be connected, and that I have turned off the volume on all the different devices that are monitoring what's going on. Meditation's coming. Be with you very, very shortly. I just have to check that it's all up and running. Now I'm sort of slightly off on Instagram. Pierre says bonjour, bonjour, Pierre. Right, it's all looking mostly good. So, how are you? You good? Is it all going well? How's the day going? I hope it's going well. It's all right if it's not, but you know, I hope it's going well for you. So this is time for a bit of meditation. It's a chance to meditate together. It's not a class. These meditations are part of the further emergence work I do. Still a bit off center on Instagram. Part of the further emergence work I do. I'll explain what that's all about when we're finished the meditation. If you're experienced in meditation, if you're used to it, that's great. Can you just hang on for a minute though while I explain what I do, just for the benefit of people who are new to meditation? I moved the wrong way. Okay. So for there's lots of different styles of meditation. This is what I do. For me, it starts with why I would meditate. I'm trying to connect with the part of me that I connect to every night when I go to sleep. I'm just not conscious of it. It's not the dreaming bit. It's a bit after dreaming. I'm dreaming and then I drop out the bottom of dreaming into deep dreamless sleep where I have no thoughts, I've got no memory, I've got no personality, I've got no body, got no stories, no house, no country, no nothing. I don't even have me. I sort of cease to exist, certainly in the way that I normally register my existence. So when I put that all together, that sounds awful. That sounds like death. Yet I love going to sleep. And when I wake up in the morning, I feel refreshed. So some part of me knows that that's a good thing. The place that I go to is a good place to go to. And that's the place I want to go to when I meditate. I just want to do it consciously. So if you're new to meditation, don't do this lying down because you'll fall asleep or you'll battle sleep. Both of which are very counter to what the point is. So as I say, I've no thoughts in this place. It's just somewhere my mind can't seem to reach. So I need to figure out a way to work with my mind or to sort of part the curtains of my mind to get into this place. So what I do is I just make an arrangement with my mind where I say, could you just stop thinking for the next 15 minutes, please? And my mind is pretty on board for this at this stage. I've been meditating so long, it's like, yeah, okay, I know the drill, meditation, fine. So get your mind on board. If your mind isn't on board, maybe give it sort of things that minds like, thoughts, concepts, ideas. So read about meditation, watch some more videos about it so that your mind can kind of go, yeah, okay, I think I know something about this. And then to stop thinking, that's relatively easy because regardless of what I'm thinking about, that should be the content of my thoughts, the structure of my thoughts, it's always the same. It's always pictures and sound. So if I turn off the pictures and I turn off the sound, that's it, I'm not thinking. And as soon as I do that, I'm into the practice of meditation. Now the practice of meditation runs parallel to the intention. So my intention is to go to this deep, mysterious, still, all the words that I use to describe meditation, Zen-like, profound, possibly eternal place. That's my intention. And the practice of meditation starts as soon as I stop thinking. And it pretty much goes, I'll stop thinking, I'll turn off the pictures, I'll turn off the sound. Then some time will pass, I'll discover I'm thinking again. I'll be like, oh, thinking again. Turn off the pictures, turn off the sound. And some more time will pass, I'll discover I'm thinking again. Like, oh, thinking again. Turn off the pictures, turn off the sound. Some more time will pass, I'll discover I'm thinking again. And so on. Every time I discover that I'm thinking, I bring myself back to not thinking. And that's an important thing to realize, that not to get this idea that, oh, in order to be meditating properly, I can't have any thoughts at all. And if I'm thinking, I'm doing it wrong. That's not the case. These two things go together. The practice of meditation and the intention of meditation. They sort of dance together. Sometimes you'll be very deep in this beautiful stillness. Other times you'll be discovering that you're thinking. And each one has its own power. It's very powerful when you're in that still, deep place. But it's also very powerful when you're discovering that you're thinking. It's just a bit more subtle, the power bit. Because if you're like me, the sort of things that you'll be thinking about are to do with you. What am I going to do about that thing? Why did I say that to that person? Why did that person say that thing to me? And so on. It's all about me. Now, if I'm in the middle of a thought during meditation and I realize I'm thinking, and I go, oh, thinking, right? Turn off the pictures, turn off the sound. Bring myself back to not thinking. Indirectly, what I'm saying to myself is, and this happens every time I do it, you know that thought that you were just thinking that you thought was you and you were it? Well, you just made that thought stop and disappear. So you're not that thought. In fact, you're not any of your thoughts. You're something else. So that's pretty profound and powerful. And then the fact that you do it repeatedly is powerful as well. So don't add to your thinking by thinking that you're doing it wrong or that you're thinking too much. There's no set amount. It changes hour to hour, day to day. So all you have to do is every time you discover you're thinking, bring yourself back to not thinking and you'll be doing great. Now, while all that's going on, I'm also becoming more aware of my body and tension in my body and letting go of tension in my body. So I'm scanning my body from my head down to my feet and back up again very slowly, very gently. Anywhere I find tension, I'm letting it go. And I'm using my out-breath to let it go. Because it's natural to just, breathe it away. But it's also a good way to become a bit more conscious of my breathing, because it's quite easy to hold your breath during meditation or to stop breathing altogether. So using the out-breath is good for that. Having a nice quiet room when you're starting out in meditation, that's very helpful as well. Because as soon as you close your eyes, your hearing is going to amplify and your little noises in the distance will feel quite close, and little noises are the sorts of things that trigger thoughts. So a nice quiet room where you're not going to be disturbed gives you a good chance, and it's just helping your mind not be triggered into thinking. And then the other thing I do to help my mind with thinking or to not think is I set a timer for how long I'm going to meditate for. And I do that because if I don't do that, my mind will start thinking, how long have we been? I should look at my watch and so on. So I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes, but if you're new to meditation, I'd encourage you to set yours for shorter, to set it for 5 minutes and then repeat that 3 times. Because 15 minutes is a long time if you're not used to it. Okay. Off we go into the mystery. Okay, if you feel like you've gone very deep and you need to come back from that place, then take your time before you open your eyes. Or if you feel like you can hold the inner space and the outer space, then just open your eyes. If when you do that you lose the inner space, you can just close your eyes again. Oh yeah, there it is. Open your eyes again. No, lost it again. Close it again. Just use your eyes like a valve to equalize the inner space and the outer space. As I said at the beginning, these daily meditations are part of the further emergence work that I do. Further emergence is to do with growth, inner growth, growth in consciousness, you could say spiritual growth, growth in awareness. You know, when your body is growing, it goes, you know, as a child, an adolescent, and then when you become an adult, your body stops growing, but you keep growing on the inside. And just like when you were a child, you might have went through a period of accelerated growth, you know, like what's called growth spurts, with attendant growth pains. You can go through inner growth spurts as well, and they continue like throughout your whole life. And when you're going through an inner growth spurt, it can be painful as well. Not always, but can be. So that kind of inner growth spurt, that's what the further emergence work is about. And these daily meditations are to help with that, because the more familiar you are with your inner landscape, the easier it is to navigate those inner growth spurts, which can manifest in all sorts of different ways. Feelings of disorientation, feelings of like everyone understood me yesterday, today it's completely different. I don't really relate to anybody anymore, and they don't relate to me. In fact, I think I'm a bit nutty, that kind of thing. You can feel like sometimes you can have the feeling of like waking up one day and everything's different. You don't fit your life doesn't fit you, you can't really recognize yourself in your own life. That's another way. You can have feelings of like everything's just speeded up on the inside, or sometimes you can feel like you're stuck. You know, that's another way as well. So yeah, these meditations help with it. I also there's a Zoom group every Friday for people who are going through this or who are interested in this. That's a chance to kind of go, oh, okay, I'm not on my own with this, and it's a chance to meditate a bit more deeply and to ask questions and share. And then I also work with people one-to-one. So that's a combination of, you know, in front of the scenes and behind the scenes work. In front of the scenes is talking and, you know, interacting with the person, and then I also do distance behind the scenes work as well to help with the process. So yeah, if that sort of resonates with you, then you can follow along on the different channels. I'm on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. Or you can go to the website and have a read about it. It's furtheremergence.com. Okay, thanks for meditating with me, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more meditation. Somebody's saying something. Where are the birdies? Thank you, John. The birdies in my tree behind me. I've trained them all to be very quiet during meditation. Okay, thanks for that, Christy. Thank you for meditating with me, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more meditation. Bye.